Hello everyone, welcome to our channel.
Today I am going to talk about Sprite objects in code.org. So let's start it without any late. Currently I am in code.org. So let's start a new project by going to create and then game lab, and then I got my new project. So Sprites is a type of class in code.org which has all the commands used in our games. So to initialize a new sprite, go outside of function draw, initialize a new variable, give it a name, and then after equal to, call in the function called create sprite. The function create sprite needs 4 inputs. The first one is x, second one is y, third one is width, and fourth one is height. X and y are the coordinates of a position on the canvas. See, as you can see here, this is the canvas, and now I am searching for the x and y coordinates of a position. So here the x and y coordinates are 334 and 226. If you feel this method difficult, then you can use this show grid option to get a clear view. So now let's come back to our code. So now here I want my sprite to be in the center. So let's go and check the center position. So here if we see the total is a 400 by 400 square, then the center would be 200. So I want it to be 200 in the by x, 200 by y, and its width and height would be a 10 by 10 square. Now I'll try to run and see if my sprite is drawn or not. I had declared my sprite, but I see nothing over here. Why? This is because we didn't call a very important function called draw sprites. Any sprite which is declared is not drawn on the canvas until or unless the draw sprites function is called in the function draw. So let's call the draw sprite function in function draw. Now let's reset and run the code. So you can see a small square box in the center of the canvas. This is our sprite. But the grayish color of the sprite is making it look ineffective. I want to color it. To color a sprite, we use the command called shape color. First, write the name of the sprite which you want to color. Then call in the function called shape color. After equal to, in colons, give the color which you want it to color. For this code I am giving it a color red, and now let's see if it is colored red or not. So as you can see here, my square box is colored red. Instead, if you want to give blue, you can give it, reset and run, and the square box will be in blue color. Now not only the square box, I want to even color the background. Then you can use the command called background, but you need to call it in function draw. Background, in the brackets, in colons, write the color name which you want it to be colored. Here let's take green. See, now the canvas is looking effective. Now I want to make my sprite move. How can I do that? To make your sprite move, firstly take the name of your sprite, then call in a function called set velocity, and in the brackets we need to give two inputs. Firstly, velocity x, the horizontal velocity of your block, and secondly, the vertical velocity of your block, velocity y. In this case, I just want it to move in the horizontal direction. So I'm giving it a 2 horizontal velocity and 0 vertical. Now let's see if it moves or not. So as you can see, the block is moving on the right side, but I want to make it move on the left side. How can I do that? To make a block move on left side, you need to give a negative its velocity its value. Negative means the direction. It doesn't mean any negative value means the slowness. It means the direction of the horizontal axis. Negative means left side and positive means right side for velocity x. For velocity y, negative means upwards and positive means downwards. Now let's see if it works. See, as you can see, the block is moving on the left side now. Now let's give some velocity y. Say 2, because I want to make it move downwards. See, it's moving diagonally because there is velocity x and velocity y present. If I only give velocity y, it moves downwards. So this is how you give your sprite velocity. Now as you can see here, whenever my sprite is moving, it's moving out of the canvas, but I do not want to make it move out of canvas. I want to keep it in the canvas. I want to make it move inside the canvas. To do this, you firstly need to go into function draw, declare a new variable, give it a name called edges, and after equal to call in a function called create edge sprites. This function is used to create edges to the whole canvas, and this function is stored in the variable edges. Now let's see if the edges are created or not. So basically the edges are created here, but the only reason why the block is going out of the canvas is that it doesn't know what to do when it hits a edge, because we didn't say to the block that to come back when it hits a edge. So it is just going in that way forever. But if we want to make it move back, then we need to use a command called bounce off. So firstly write the name of the sprite which you want to bounce off, then call in the command called bounce off, and then in the brackets write the name of the sprite which you want to bounce off when it hits it. See, as you can see now, whenever the block hits any edge, it directly bounces back. It is true for any edge, to the right edge, to the left edge, to the bottom, to the top, any edge. If you want to make it bounce when it hits another sprite, then you can write the sprite name in these brackets. Other than this, there are some other commands which you can use. Now let's see about them. This sprite.set animation command is used to set an image to the sprite. Like as you can see here, I can only make a sprite of rectangular shape or square shape, but if you want to make a sprite of circular shape or a diamond shape, you can't make them, but you can add an image to the sprite which is in circular or diamond shape. To do that, you can use the set animation function. You can even add velocity x and velocity y independently by using the velocity x and velocity y commands. You can change the height and width of the sprite by using the height and width command. You can control the visibility of the sprite by using the visible command. It means you can make the sprite visible or invisible. To rotate the sprite, you can use rotate to direction, rotation, and rotation speed. To bounce and bounce off targets, you can use bounce and bounce off commands. If you want to check if whether two sprites are touching, then you can use the is touching command, collide command, overlap command. If you want to create sprite edges, then you can use the create edge sprites. If you want to change the color of a sprite, then you can use the shape color command. If you want to make your sprite to point to some x or y coordinate, then you can use the point to command. If you want to destroy any sprite, you can use the destroy command, and if you want to set any lifetime to any sprite, then you can set a lifetime. If you have any doubt in this sprites concept, then you can leave a comment below. Based on the comments, I will make more detailed videos. Thank you.
Like and share the video. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you do not miss our latest videos.